Hi everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood yoga teacher. My name is Bonolo for Yon Yoga Studios based in Gaborone. Today's class is the Hatha Yoga practice that is going to focus on our back. We don't often do exercises that work on our backs, but our backs are very important because if we don't strengthen our back, you would find that you will carry a lot of weight on your lower back, and that is why you'd often always feel pain on your lower back. So today we are going to make sure that we help you become a little bit more aware of how your back body works. So for this practice, you're going to need a yoga mat. You might need a yoga block, but not so much. Or if you don't have a yoga block, you can grab a thick book or just a cushion from your sofa, and then you'll also need a strap. If you don't have a strap, you can just use a belt or your gown belt. I used to use my gown belt and it worked just fine. So to start our practice, we're going to come to stand on our knees and come into a tabletop position. Make sure that your shoulders are directly on top of your wrists. Your hips are directly on top of your knees. Your gaze is forward. The fronts of your foot are deeply rooted to the earth or to the mat. You're going to inhale, arching your back, lifting your sits bones, lifting your chest, gazing up. Exhale, rounding your back, chin to chest. Inhale, arch your back, gaze up. Exhale, round your back, chin to chest. Pushing the floor away or pushing the mat away, lifting through your shoulders. Inhale, arch your back, lift your sits bones. Gaze goes up, feet deeply rooted to the earth. Exhale, round your back, lift through your shoulders, push the mat away, coming into a neutral position. On the inhale, you will lift your right hand all the way up. It might not come all the way up, it might end up here, that's totally fine. You will then exhale as you thread your hand all the way to your left, coming to lie on your right. You will feel a sensation on your right side of the body. You will gently lift through your left side of the body and come back to center. Inhale, lifting your left hand. Exhale, thread the needle, giving yourself a twist on the upper back, coming into a neutral position. So your spine is neutral. On the inhale, you're going to lift your right, you're going to stretch your right leg and gently lift it, dorsiflexing your feet. You will feel the sensation on your glute and on your lower back. Inhale, release. Inhale, lift your left, dorsiflex your foot, engage your core, use your hands to push the mat away. Exhale, release. Inhale, right leg goes up, dorsiflex your feet. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg goes up, dorsiflex your feet. Gaze forward, core engaged. Exhale, release. So this next round, you're going to lift your opposite hand, opposite leg. So you're going to lift your right leg, dorsiflex your foot, and lift your left hand, forming a long straight line. Your gaze is forward, your core is engaged, is holding you together. You need quite a lot of balance there. Ooh, exhale, coming back, release. Inhale, your left foot goes up, dorsiflex your foot. Your right hand also goes up, fingers spread out. Inhale here, exhale here. It's a lot of work. It's small movements, but your body is working quite a lot. Inhale, lifting your right leg, dorsiflex your foot. Lifting your opposite hand. On the exhale, you're going to crunch around in your back. 1. Repeat 3 times. 2, exhale. 3, exhale. Inhale, lifting your left foot, right leg, right hand. Exhale, crunching knee to elbow. Exhale, knee to elbow. One last time. Exhale, knee to elbow. It's a lot of work. I'm shaking even. So this time you're going to inhale, lifting your right leg, bending your knee, bringing your bringing your left hand forward, turning it around and coming to grab your right ankle. You're going to lift your chest and push your ankle against your hand, against your palm. You will feel a stretch on your entire front body, and you will feel a lot of sensation on your lower back. Release. Inhale, lifting your left, bending your knee, straighten your right hand and bring it all the way to grab onto your ankle. As you exhale, you're going to push your ankle against your palm, giving yourself a squeeze on your back and getting a stretch on your entire front body. Remember, your foot is dorsiflexed. Coming back to center. You might not be able to reach for your ankle, in which case you will remain. Say you're able to bend your knee, you can remain here, or you can grab. Remember to breathe. Release. Lift your left leg, right hand, bend your knee, grab your ankle and lift. Lifting, feeling it on your upper back, your lower back, your entire back body is getting a stretch. Feeling it on your glutes. Remember to breathe. Relaxing. We will then come into child's pose. We'll come into child's pose. We're here for 3 breaths. Take this moment to take a breather. Elongate your inhales. Elongate your exhales. When you're ready, you're going to come up and walk your hands all the way to the front of the mat, lifting your sits bones and bringing your chest all the way to the mat. You can start with your chin And as your body opens up, you can then slide a little bit further down to come and rest on your chest into puppy pose. You will feel sensation on your upper back and your shoulders. Your shoulders are working hard. Your upper back is also working hard. It's getting a gentle stretch. Remember to work within a pain-free range. If you feel pain, always just gently ease back out of the pose. Coming up, sliding into your belly. Coming into a gentle back bend, a gentle cobra. You can make it as high or as low as you want it. It could be here, or if you can gently lift your elbows, lifting your gaze up into the heavens. Inhaling here, exhaling here. Inhaling here, exhaling here. We're going to come all the way down, bringing our hands underneath our shoulders, tuck our toe, gently rise up, coming into your knees, and then lifting your knees into downward facing dog. So downward facing dog is like an upside down V. Your heels are reaching for the mat. Your kneecaps are lifted. But if that's too much, you can gently bend your kneecaps. You can gently bend your knees. Your sit bones are lifted. Your spine and your neck are one straight line. Your shoulders are rotating internally. Your fingers are spread out and are deeply rooted to the earth. You can lift your heels up into the heavens and gently bring them back down into the earth. Inhale here, your core is engaged. Exhale here. On the inhale, look up and gently walk yourself to the front of the mat, folding hands to shins. Exhale, lifting, palms to touch, hands to your heart center. Inhale here. Exhale here. We're going to do 2 classic sun salutations. We're going to move really slow so that you get a full appreciation of the postures and so that you can, internalize each and every posture. Our feet are hip width apart. As always, we're going to take 2 fists and place them in between our feet, and then standing up into Tadasana. Lift your kneecaps. Your thighs are rotating internally. I'm just going to face the camera me better. So your toes are lifted. They then sit back onto the mat. All the 4 corners of your feet are grounded to the earth. Your kneecaps are lifted. Your thighs are rotating internally. Your core is engaged. Your shoulders go up and back. Your hands are on your sides. Your palms are facing forward. Your chin is parallel to the ground. Your gaze is forward. You might even attempt to smile. Yay, you smiled. Okay, so you're going to lift your arms up into the heavens. Exhale as you fold forward. Remember, your spine is long, your spine is straight. You are not here, you're here. You're going to fold all the way. You might even gently bend your knees so that your stomach gets into contact with your thighs, and let your head hang heavy. You might gently start to straighten your knees as comfortably as you possibly can. Remember, we're always going to be moving within a pain-free range. If you feel pain, just gently go back to where you are, where you were before you started feeling some pain. Okay, so we're going to hang in here, bringing your belly into contact with your thighs. You can bend your knees generously or slightly so that you're not hyperextending. You're going to bring your hands to your elbows and let your head hang heavy in ragdoll pose. Your weight is going to be concentrated on the balls of your feet. It's going to be as if you're falling forward. Your core is tucked, it's holding you together. Your sits bones are lifted. Your head is hanging heavy. You'll feel the sensation on your upper back and on your hamstrings. So as your knees are bent, you're going to tilt your sits bones up, and then you will gently straighten your knees with your sits bones facing up, 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 up. We're here for 2, for 1. On the exhale, bring your hands to the mat and walk yourself into plank. Shift your weight forward, bring your knees down, sliding into upward facing dog. You can gently bend your elbows, or you can straighten your elbows depending on where you are with your practice. Remember to move within a pain-free range. Your kneecaps are lifted, your shoulders are relaxed, your chest is open, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, falling forward. Tuck your toes, lift yourself. Lift your knees, downward facing dog. Heels reach for the F. Kneecaps are lifted. Thighs rotate internally. Core is engaged. Sits bones are lifted. Spine, neck long, one straight line. Shoulders away from your ears. Fingers deeply rooted to the F. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lifting your right leg and placing it in between your hands. Bringing your other leg halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting up into the heavens, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Lift. Exhale, back is straight. Hands to the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, back is straight, chest is out. Exhale, palms to the ground. Left leg goes back, right leg follows. You are in plank. You're going to gently shift your body forward, set your knees to the ground. Exhale, sliding into upward facing dog. Your kneecaps are lifted, your shoulders are away from your ears, your pelvis is on the floor. Inhale here, exhale, going all the way down. Tuck your toes, lift your arms, lift your knees, downward facing dog. We're here for 5. For 4, remember your breath. Inhale. 3, 2, 1, look up, lifting your left leg, placing it in between your hands, right leg follows, hands to shins, exhale, folding forward, inhale, lifting your arms up into the heaven, Tadasana, palms to heart center. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold forward. Spine straight, halfway lift, or your hands can come to your shins. Exhale, folding forward, bringing your hands to the mat, walking yourself back into plank, shifting your weight forward, and then gently tilting your sits bones, coming into downward facing dog. So we're going to hold here and then move between plank and downward facing dog for 3 times, gently warming up our backs as well as working on our core. On the inhale, you are going to gently shift forward, coming into plank, holding it here. You're not going to collapse through your waist. You're going to pull through your core and then lift through your shoulders. Your kneecaps are lifted. Exhale, tilting your sits bones, pelvis up, coming into downward facing dog for 1, 2, shifting into plank, lifting through the shoulders, kneecaps lifted in plank, and bending and coming into downward facing dog. One last time, lifting through the heels, arching your back, sliding into plank, and bending your knees, coming into downward facing dog. We're here for 5. Your heels are reaching for the mat. For 4, your kneecaps are lifted, thighs rotating internally, core engaged. For 3, your pelvis, your sits bones are lifted, your spine and your neck are one straight line. For 2, your core is engaged, your shoulders are rotating internally away from your ears, your palms are deeply rooted to the earth for 1, and we're going to exhale, coming down into our knees and come to lie on our belly. So we're going to start to really work our back. You will take your hands and place them at the outside the corners of your yoga mat, and on the inhale you're going to gently use your back muscles to lift yourself up. Gaze goes up, holding here for 2, holding for 1, coming down. One more time. You're going to tighten your core and inhale as you lift using your back muscles. This time straightening your elbows, lifting as far as you can, but being as gentle as possible. Remember to always be kind to your body. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, release. One last time. Inhale. Exhale, release. You'll come to lie on your right cheek, taking 2 breaths here. then on the next inhale, you're going to walk your hands up to the front. On the inhale, you're going to inhale, lifting, using your back muscles, lifting your hands up, 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 up. Exhale. Ooh. It's a lot of work. You're working very hard. You might even be sweating, just like I am. We're going to set up again. Inhale, lifting your chest, lifting your arms as high as you possibly can. Exhale, come to lie on your left cheek. So this time, as you inhale, you're going to lift both your hands and your feet. So your feet are going to be straight, your kneecaps are lifted. Okay, so let's take a deep inhale here and a deep exhale here. On the inhale, we're going to lift both our arms and our feet. Inhale, lifting everything, your kneecaps are lifted, your toes are pointed, and release, coming to lie on your right cheek. One more time, we're going to lift both our hands and our feet. Inhale, pointing your feet and lifting, waking your entire back body. Ooh. For 2, for 1. Oh. Okay, so this time we're going to bend our knees and grab a hold of our knees with our hands. Your hands may either go to the outsides of your ankles or the insides, depending on whatever you're comfortable with. So as we inhale, we're going to lift our chest, and then we're going to use our ankles to push against our hands, so that we're lifting both our chest and our legs into ball pose. Okay, so inhale, lifting through your shoulders, waking your glutes, waking your back. Your legs may try to splay out, but just bring them towards the midline. Relax. Okay, we're going to set up one more time and inhale as your thighs towards the midline, your chest is shining. Whew. Your ankles are pushing against your hands, and release. Coming into child's pose. Restorative child's pose will do. Your knees together, your forehead on the ground. If it can't reach the ground, you may put 2 fists in front of you and gently place your forehead on top of your fists. Coming up and coming to sit so that we go on your back. We're going to lie on our backs. This time Let me just face this direction. Coming to lie on your back. Ooh, it's quite nice just lying here on your back, but we have to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into bridge pose to work our back one more time. So what we're going to do is you're going to wiggle yourself and bring your shoulders together, hands together, palms to touch, clasping your fingers. You're going to bring your heels as close to your hands as possible. Your thighs are drawing towards the midline. So as you inhale, you are going to lift your pelvis off the ground, lifting your chest. As you lift your chest, your thighs may splay out, but you're going to try to move them towards the midline, drawing them together. Drawing them together, lifting your pelvis up, lifting up, lifting up for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Coming back to release. Take 2 breaths here. We will once again get into bridge pose. So on the inhale, we're going to once again lift our pelvis up, lifting through the chest, bringing your legs closer if you can, and lifting some more. If you can, you will gently lift your right leg, dorsiflexing your foot and lifting through your pelvis. Release. Repeat on the left. Dorsiflex your foot, lifting. If this is too much for you, you will remain on bridge pose and then release. So your knees come together, your legs apart, and rest here for 2 breaths. So we're going to bring our knees to our chest and give ourselves a gentle squeeze, rolling from side to side, rolling from side to side. If you can, you're going to lift your head and kiss your knees, or just bring your mouth towards your knees. And come back to lie down. So the next posture is wheel pose. Wheel pose is a lot more complicated than bridge. It works your entire front body, it works your entire back body. It also opens up all your chakras, from the third eye center right down to your root chakra. So it's a very intense posture, and if it's not in your practice, you just might want to do bridge pose once again. But if you want to try it, you are going to lift your hands like this, and then you are going to bring your fingers towards your shoulders. So you're here, and your feet are going to be deeply rooted to the earth. So as you inhale, you are going to gently come to rest on the crown of your head. This might be where you end up today. That's totally fine. You don't have to go any further if this is too much. If you can, you're then going to lift your chest. Your gaze is going to be down towards the mat, and you're going to lift through your chest, pushing the mat away with your hands. If you can, you will walk your feet slightly so that your feet are also straight. If you can, you may shift, you may lift some more through the chest. If you can, you will then walk back and lift your heels. When you're done, you're going to come back the same way you entered and just release. Yep, that's intense. So once again, you're going to bring your knees together. Your back is going to be against the mat. Your tailbone is tucked under. Your tailbone is tucked under, and you are restoring your back from that intense back bend. When you're ready, you're going to lift your knees, place your hands in between your knees, grab your feet from the outside, and lift into happy baby posture. Once you're done, you will come up and come into child's pose. Coming up, coming into a seated position, moving the flesh of your buttocks off the way so you can sit on your sits bones, lifting your kneecap. Your spine is straight and long, your core is engaged, your feet are dorsiflexed. So you're going to gently lift your right leg and place it on the outside of your left knee. You're going to gently use your left hand to wrap around your right knee. Take your shoulder and place it on the small of your back. Inhale, remember your left leg. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, twist. Initiating the twist from your navel. Inhale one more time, elongating your spine. Exhale, twisting some more. Coming back to center, lifting your left leg, placing it on the outside of your right knee, taking your right hand and hugging onto your left knee, placing your left hand at the small of your back. Inhale, elongating your spine. Exhale, twisting to your left. Inhale, elongating your spine. Exhale, twisting some more. Coming back to center. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, folding forward. You may end up here. That's okay. You may gently bend your knees and reach for your feet. If your forehead doesn't reach your feet, make sure that your gaze is above your toes and you are facing forward so that your spine remains long and straight. But if your stomach is in contact with your thighs, you can bend all the way and maybe interlace your fingers if you can and bring your forehead to your knees. Inhale. As you inhale, you will elongate your spine, and on the exhale you will fold some more. Inhale. Exhale, pull yourself forward. Inhale and exhale. Coming back and coming to lie on your back. Bringing your feet together. Tucking your tailbone. And just lie here for 5 breaths, letting gravity work on your pelvis. Also letting your back rest here. Gently bringing your knees together, straighten them out, lifting your right knee, bringing your left hand and tilting it to the left. Your right hand is spread out to your right, your gaze is to your right. Inhale as you elongate your spine. Exhale as you twist some more. Your right shoulder comes to the ground. If it doesn't get there, just the energetic movement of getting it there is what we're looking for. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to center. Changing your legs. Left leg goes up, right hand pushes it to the right. Your left hand goes all the way to your left. Your gaze is also to your left. Inhale. Your left shoulder is reaching for the mat. Exhale here. Inhale, exhale. Coming back to center, straighten your legs, lifting your hands overhead, pointing your toes, stretching yourself from your toes to your fingers, and release. Bring your hands to your sides, palms facing forward, palms facing up. letting your body finally relax, melting into the earth, enjoying the sensation of openness, enjoying space of being relaxed and open and stretched. Inhaling here, exhaling here in your natural breath. Lying in Shavasana for as long as you want. Taking a scan of your body. Letting go of any tension that might still remain on your body. Letting go of fears, letting go of doubts. Inhaling the fresh air filled with promise and hope and joy. Melting into the earth. When you're ready, start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Come to lie on your right side of the body. Using your left hand to gently pivot you into a sitting position. Finding a comfortable sitting position wherever you are, wherever you may end up. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, release. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, release. Inhale, palms to touch. Palms to your heart center. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Remember to share with your network. Remember to also leave us comments so that we can improve. Thank you.